Linda, are you awake? Can we talk?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm still lying down, but I can chat. I've been feeling kind of sick since noon. What's up?
I'm going on a cruise trip the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? You're going on a trip now? How can you decide something like that without consulting me?
What? It just came up all of a sudden, so what can I do?
Who are you going with?
My friend. The guy who was supposed to go suddenly couldn't make it due to work. If he cancels, he'll have to pay the cancellation fee. So he asked me if I wanted to go with him. It's a rare chance, so I was happy to take it.
What about work?
I'm in the middle of easy time of the year, so I was able to get paid holidays. It's no problem. I guess I've been working long enough to get by.
That's why I think you need to be sincere to the company, don't you think? What about Emma? She can't just ask for paid holidays from kindergarten, you know? Emma has her own life. I mean, it's my fault because I have cancer. I'll do my best to get better. So can you wait for the cruise trip?
Emma is no problem. Don't worry.
What?
I asked Alice's mom because Alice is Emma's friend who rides the same kindergarten bus. She said she would take care of her. Emma is happy too.
That's not the issue. It's okay for just one day, but how long is the cruise trip?
I think it was 1 week.
See? Are you going to leave our daughter in someone else's hand for that long? No matter how long I've been in the hospital, it's still insane. You are Emma's father. How can you be so irresponsible?
I've already told him I'm going.
Then I'll ask Mary to take care of her.
What? Mary? Oh no, no need to do that. I would feel sorry for her.
Don't you feel sorry for Alice's mother? What you're saying doesn't make sense.
I also asked Mary myself.
You did? So what did she say?
She said she couldn't because she will be on a business trip. So I asked Alice's mother for help. It's our only option since Mary can't help, right?
Well, since my parents live far away. I can't believe you'd agree to a cruise trip now. Now we have a problem.
Sorry.
Dwayne, did you go to work already?
Yeah, I've got some work I need to finish for the cruise trip starting tomorrow. I just got to the office now.
You know what? I haven't been feeling well since last night. I was feeling really bad that nurses had to take care of me. I'm a little better now, but I'm really sorry, but can you go on the cruise trip next time?
Huh? There's no next time. I've already made a reservation under my name. I can't do that.
I need you to stay with Emma, just in case something happens. What's more important, your own daughter or a cruise trip?
What? How can you possibly compare them?
If something happens to me, who's going to take care of Emma? She'd be left at her friend's house. It's also a trouble for Alice's mother, you know. So will you please reconsider the trip?
You're getting annoying. I told you I can't.
I have cancer, you know. I don't know what's going to happen. Are you really going on the cruise trip under this circumstance?
You're going to be gone soon anyway, aren't you?
Sorry?
I'm saying you're going to be gone soon.
You don't know that, not even me.
I've been thinking about my future. You're about to go to heaven, and I'm going on a cruise with my next wife.
What? That was your plan? That's terrible.
Emma needs a new mother, right? So I have to make sure that we love each other, you know?
That's terrible. I'm still alive.
I thought you would also be relieved if you knew who my next wife is going to be. So, I'm going on a cruise trip tomorrow as planned. If something happens, you know my number.
You're unbelievable.
By the way, it's overseas, so call me as soon as possible, okay? Linda, are you still alive? I'm on the Pacific Ocean. I'm realizing how big the Earth is. I know it's hard for you to believe since you're still sick, but it feels really good. I hope you get to see it someday. I mean, if you're still alive. I feel so good, I'm going to reveal the secret. About the person I'm with right now, you should be happy. It's your sister.
Hey, what time are you coming back?
Oh, Linda, you're still alive? I'm glad you're okay. We finished the cruise trip, but the scenery is so beautiful after we landed. I'm thinking of extending the trip. I'm sorry, but could you get in touch with Alice's mother?
I'm sorry I'm still alive. But you're unbelievable.
I'm just telling you the truth.
What an irresponsible man you are. Leaving your daughter in someone else's hand for days and then extending your trip? I can't believe you.
Don't be so angry. Well, I feel good, so I don't care what you say.
Your parents picked her up the next day you went on the trip.
What? My father and mother? Why?
They happened to come to visit me, so I told them everything. They were very kind to me.
My parents don't know anything about this. Why are you being so selfish?
Your parents came to visit me because they were worried about my illness. I just couldn't lie to them.
And did you also tell them that Emma was at Alice's house?
Of course I did. It's natural for them to worry about Emma, isn't it? They felt sorry for her, so they went to pick her up right away. And they also knew that you were having an affair.
What the heck? Seriously? That's not good.
I was suspicious that you were cheating on me.
What? You knew?
Well, because of the way you were acting lately. You're coming home late every day because you're working overtime or something. Suddenly, you eat out all the time and don't eat at home at all. Well, I was just getting sick. So I didn't have to prepare meals at home, which was a big help. I had to check with the company because it was so frequent. Supposedly, your father heard it from the company.
Huh? What the heck?
Then, you didn't work overtime at all. I was shocked when I found out. You knew I wasn't feeling well, and you went on cheating on me.
So what are you saying?
If I hadn't been in the hospital, I would have gone straight for a divorce. Your parents came to visit me in the hospital many times. I couldn't stand anymore, so I talked to them about it.
Are you serious? My parents haven't said anything to me. You're so frustrated with my cruise trip, so you're making up stories? You? Screw you! I'm the one who's trying to be nice to you because you have cancer. You're getting on my nerves.
I'm not lying. If you think so, why don't you ask your parents yourself? They were both so stunned that they lost words. They apologized to me over and over again.
Really?
Of course, they were furious afterwards.
I can't ask them after I heard about it. If what you're saying is true, of course, they are going to scold me. If that's the case, I'm definitely extending my trip. And it doesn't sound like you're going to have it anytime soon.
That's terrible.
I'll go home when you're gone.
Are you serious? Leaving your wife in the hospital with cancer? Leaving your daughter with your parents? Going on a cruise ship with my sister to have an affair? You are evil.
No, I'm not. Of course I'd rather have a younger sister than you who has no life left to live.
I didn't think you had such a cold heart.
Keep talking, girl. You'll be gone anyway. I'm always open to hear you out.
I've got some good news for you.
What?
I've been feeling under the weather. So your parents are visiting me right now.
What? They are?
So I had them look at this text with me.
Huh? What on earth are you doing? You're showing them this text without my permission? That's an invasion of privacy, you know?
Keep talking, boy. A message from your parents to you.
A message?
They said our divorce is final.
What? Divorce? I know you're lying. How can you get a divorce without me signing the divorce papers? Stop screwing around.
Oh, did you forget? You kept the divorce papers with your name on them in our bedroom dresser drawer. If you signed it, it means you agree, right?
Yes, but how did you know about that?
Your parents went to get my clothes. That's when they found it.
What? My parents?
They found it and they made up their minds. If something happens to me, my inheritance will go to you. So they said we should get divorced before that happens.
My parents said that?
Yup. I was surprised too. But they were both very concerned about me and Emma. I really appreciate that.
Then what's going to happen to Emma? There's a custody issue.
Of course, I'm going to take Emma. If I can't get the custody, your parents will be my guardians. If anything happens to me, your parents will adopt me as their daughter-in-law.
I'm the father. It's not going to work out that well.
But you're having an affair.
There's no proof or anything, so I shouldn't lose custody of Emma.
Well, we do have proof. When your parents heard what I had to say, they expected this to happen. They immediately went to an inquiry office to check you out.
You're kidding, right?
They found pictures of you walking into my sister's apartment with your arms around her. And there were pictures of you guys coming out of a hotel. And there's also a film of you guys sailing out of the country.
Seriously?
Of course, I'll send you one picture.
Oh.
Emma really wants to be with me. She says Grandma and Grandpa are better than you. Your parents took immediate action when they heard her saying that.
I keep telling you, I'm the father, remember? Why should she be taken by my parents?
Kids watch their parents' behavior, you know. I'm sure Emma was feeling something in her own way. The evidence is perfect. I'm going to file for alimony and child support for sure.
What? You're going to be gone anyway, so you don't need that, do you?
You must be joking. If something happens to me, Emma might have to live on her own. I'm going to charge you as much as I can for that.
You wish.
And I still have messages from your parents. Mostly from your father. He said, I'm not letting him take over the company. I'm going to fire him soon, so he should be prepared.
What? What the heck? I'm supposed to be the next president of the company. And now I'm fired? I absolutely cannot agree to that.
Your father said, I can't entrust my company to a man who betrays his beloved family and employees.
No way. I'd be out of a job.
Your father was wondering why you took this paid holiday, but he thought it was just your way of trying to take care of me. But it turns out you were having an affair with my sister. As soon as he found out, he was furious. You don't want to make him angry, you know.
I'm not in the mood for such jokes. What about my future?
I still have a message for you.
Huh? There's more?
The house we lived in was in your father's name, right?
So?
He said, I'm going to put it up for sale soon, so when he gets back from his cruise trip, he better pack up his stuff and leave immediately.
What? My father is trying to take my house away from me?
Your father is very sorry that his son grew up to be a jerk. He wants you to go through the hardships yourself from the bottom. That's parents' love.
Are you kidding me? Don't get all cocky with me. You better watch your mouth.
I'm not ready to go to heaven yet, you know. Especially because of Emma.
You've got to be kidding.
You've lost everything. Are you okay?
What?
Because, you know, you're getting fired, getting kicked out of the house, and have to pay alimony and child support. Are you going to be okay?
Seriously.
Well, I don't really care because I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I think this is not the time to be enjoying your cruise vacation. If you don't do something about the future soon, you're going to be in big trouble, you know?
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Maybe you can get help from my sister? Speaking of my sister, I have a message for her too.
What is it?
My parents know all about it, and they are furious.
What?
Well, of course they are. She betrayed me when I was suffering from cancer treatment. She was having an affair with my husband. I'll never let her enter my parents' house. My parents are serious too, so please tell her that.
Oh my God. Linda, how are you feeling? Is the treatment painful? Is there anything I can do to help?
What? You're disgusting. Did you enjoy your cruise trip with my sister?
Don't talk like that.
But it's true. You brought it on yourself.
Linda, please. Will you help me and Mary? You're the only one I can rely on.
Excuse me? You and I are strangers now. Besides, I don't have a sister because I've broken off the relationship with her.
Don't say that. Please, help me. After my father scolded me so much, he made me quit my job. I'm unemployed.
You dug your own grave. It's a result of what you did, right?
I got kicked out of my house yesterday. I tried to get my father's mercy, but he just threw me out.
Oh my. It must be tough without a place to stay.
Right? I'm staying at a motel with Mary right now. That kind of life won't last long, you know?
Exactly. It's hard to pay for a motel without the job.
So, can you lend me some money?
Huh? Are you kidding? Look who's talking. Besides, I'm still in the hospital getting cancer treatment. I don't have any money to lend you.
But you have insurance coming in. Lend me some of that money.
What? You've reached to the bottom, haven't you? Why should I lend you money when I'm receiving insurance for my treatment? You're insane.
We need money to rent a new place to live. I don't even have that money. Please, help me.
I refuse.
Then at least don't make me pay alimony. That would help a lot.
I don't want to. I'll save the alimony for Emma's future.
Then get rid of the child support. That would make my monthly expenses a lot cheaper. I'll be more motivated to work.
I said I don't want to. Why should I help you and Mary? I really don't get it.
Then convince my parents. If you don't do something, we'll run out of money and end up in the street. So please tell them to lend some money to us before that happens.
No. The two of you have to do something about your parents. It's not my place to interfere.
Please, Linda.
Like I said, I'm in the hospital for cancer treatment. I'm fighting a disease. I don't have time for you. I have to get well as soon as possible for Emma.
Don't say that and help me. I'm sorry I went on a trip with Mary when you weren't feeling well. Please, you have to help me. I've lost everything and I honestly don't know what to do.
Why don't you just start looking for a job?
Huh?
I don't care what kind of job you get, but if you don't work, you won't get a dime. Why don't you start there?
Oh no, so you wouldn't help me?
Have you forgotten that I'm fighting cancer? I'm so preoccupied with curing my disease right now. I don't have time to worry about you. I'm sorry, but if you have time to rely on me, why don't you take action yourself? If you can't do that, then you're stuck there for the rest of your life. Don't ever contact me or Emma again.
Oh my God.
If you contact or approach us, I will call the police right away. Well then, good luck with Mary.
Linda, don't be so cold. Please.
After that, my crazy ex-husband started looking for a job. But his father had sent out a notice, and there were no companies in his industry that would accept him. I heard that he had no choice but to work a number of part-time jobs to make a living. My sister, who had a little more money saved up than my ex-husband, rented a small old apartment in her name. I have also filed an alimony claim against her, so she seems to be busy with her work. I don't think she will be able to live a settled life for a while. She tried to cry to my parents, but they coldly kicked her out. I hope they will fully reflect on their behavior. I was in the hospital for a good and bad period of time after that. 6 months later, it was discovered that the cancer was gone. We all just cried and rejoiced. There is still a fear of recurrence, but now I live with my daughter in an apartment taken care of by my parents-in-law. My father-in-law is helping us with our living expenses, and we are currently living a modest life without work. When I get well, I would like to repay my parents-in-law and our parents.